I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman describing her suicide attempt as ordinary, like brushing my teeth. In an attempt to answer the question, why did I do it? She tells her life story. We're about a third through book 4, whose working title is Eyes of Different Colors. Thanks for having patience with the repeating materials. I worked through a new order for this section of the book. Last week, Ava got a new apartment. This is a continuation of the chapter called The Rabbit Warren. There's a poster sale at RBU if you want to get some for your apartment. Emily fast talks at work. I wrinkle my nose. University student posters? Hardly fuck capitalism on an old board. I've started making my own art. I painted the lounger black with silver legs and made a fake zebra fur pillow for it. Then I painted and reupholstered the velvet chair I got at Eric's and Marianne's to match. I put the beat-up old dresser in my second bedroom and spray painted it fluorescent pink. Unfortunately, the drop sheet I used wasn't big enough, so now part of the floor is lightly dusted in the same neon color. I hope it wears off. Vacuuming didn't work. From the boiler room, I grabbed 2 spider-filled cinder blocks for the dresser's legs, cleaning them in the decrepit shower. The landlord hasn't replaced it yet. He says he will, though. I spray painted the blocks fluorescent green. I want to stencil dinosaurs onto the dresser. I can do whatever I want with it since it's free and throw it out afterwards if it looks like crap, which is the direction it seems to be heading. I bought a white sheet and a bunch of brightly colored toddler toys from the Salvation Army, tacked up the sheet in the living room, glued plastic donuts to it, and sprayed the whole lot with black and fluorescent pink and green X's and lines. There's paint dust on the carpet out there, too. I didn't notice any of the dust at first. I thought a drop sheet on the wall behind the white sheet and stretching a few feet across the floor would be enough. So I went back to the hardware store and bought the biggest drop sheet they had. Pretty much my entire living room, one wall and the floor are now covered in clear plastic. I like it. Serial killer or artist? I got some nice stuff at the poster sale, Emily continues. If you're interested, tomorrow's the last day. Am I even allowed to be in the student union building? Emily would have come with Jill, her undergrad friend. I flipped through posters before deciding on the classic Man and God Touching Fingers, a green blocky work of black guys playing pool, and a couple of others. Man and God goes on the inside of my bathroom door, and the black guys on the bit of wall that hangs down over the stairs just past my landing. I love this painting and love seeing it when I get home. I don't know why. Because it has black guys in it, like you hardly see in fine art? Because of its rough, unfinished quality? The people, the pool table, the balls, everything depicted is flat and two-dimensional, but there's a rhythm in the way one dude cuts across the skewed green table with his cue, adding a beat between the orange, red, and yellow balls, for example. The painting makes me think of music. I now own Rollins, Black Flag, Fugazi, and Minor Threat, along with my rap cassettes. I listen to Arbor University's radio station, but only certain shows. I buy music mags and look at the cover art on cassettes. You wouldn't think you could choose music by cover art, but it works well. Next chapter, Jason and the Leather Jacket. I'm nervous. This club is expensive and cool. You can't deny the excitement and energy in the air, though, even on a night when the rain switches between water and ice and piles of snow on the sidewalks melt into slushy puddles. Car headlights grow almost 10 times in size when they hit the wet street, yet lose little of their brightness. Emily and I maneuver past energetic people into Great Etune. Everyone loves this club. I don't. Naming a place after The Color of Magic wasn't a bad book. It's just not cool. Music is serious. It expresses things people don't know how or aren't allowed to say. It's not carefree and fun like The Color of Magic. Music is necessary. Hey, yells a tall, handsome guy with rosy cheeks and glasses as Emily and I inch into the club. Hey! There he is, says Emily. She smiles and waves as the guy pushes towards us, but he hardly seems to notice her. He's staring at me. I look away. Is it my hair? I dyed it platinum last week. It does look amazing. And with my red plaid scarf, black leather jacket, black army pants, and docks, I feel the height of alternative fashion. Still, this must be Jason, the guy Emily has been talking about nonstop. The one we're meeting here. I smile. God, he's cute. Then look away. Hi, he says when he's close enough, eyes still glued to me. Hi. Do you have tickets? Yells a woman seated at a table that partially blocks the entranceway. She puts her hand out so Emily and I can't pass. No, says Emily. That'll be $7 each. $7. I get out my wallet. While Emily and I pay, Jason waits, still staring at me and smiling every time I glance over. Emily met him a week ago. He's 4 years younger than us, a student at Arbor U, where his dad is dean of something or other. The fact that he's ignoring Emily and making no secret of his, I guess, attraction to me is flattering, but I know Emily is crazy about him. Jason wears a blue scarf and carries a small brown leather book bag. His jeans are new and his black leather jacket is slouchy and more on the dressy side, like mine, except mine is several sizes too big for me, while his fits. Well, this is Ava, says Emily in her rapid, deadpan voice when we're through the gate and beside him. I'm sure you... Hi, Jason says again. I guess he's nervous with all these highs, but he doesn't seem insecure. Emily waves her hand in the air and smiles a sort of half smile into the distance. Shall we get drinks, I say? It's hard to talk, so crowded. We nudge and elbow our way to the bar where I pay $3 for a draft beer. Going to places like this will deplete my newfound wealth in a week or something. And for what? I scan the crowd. Upbeat, enthusiastic, well-dressed girls and boys. Only a few motorcycle jackets and docks. Students. That's what these people are, students. I feel disgust. Do you like Bad Brains? Asks Jason. What? Oh, I don't know, I say. I've only heard a few of their songs. I didn't, in fact, like Bad Brains. Too bouncy, too... not punk. They're rock music with an identity crisis. Zzz, we hear from the stage. Pling, pling, pling. Zzz, strum. And with that, the band launches into their performance, the lead singer screaming lyrics impossible to decipher as he leaps and headbangs with the whole of his upper body. It's even louder now, which is good because we can't speak. We stand in a row, drinks in hand, watching. I look over at Emily. She gives me her usual wry smile and raises her glass. Go out with him if you want, Emily says as we walk home. He'll probably ask me for your phone number. As the bus rumbles to the city's outskirts, the streets become less dense and more gray and big box retailer. At Arling and West Avenue, I get off amongst 4-lane highways, massive parking lots and car dealerships. I wait for an eternity at a crosswalk while the cold wind blows and a relentless sun blots out the little white walking man when the light changes. JP Motorcycles. I trudge across its tarmac, push open the door, hear a bell above me tingle. Smells of leather, new upholstery, and plastic. Surveying the store, I see what I want past the bikes on the back wall. Could I help you, miss? Turning, I see a tall, thin, older man with slouched shoulders. I want to buy a jacket. Okay, any particular style? He sizes me up. This rack over here has the sale items. I follow his hand and walk over. The jackets are colored or have stitched patterns on their upper arms or across the tops of the chests. I go to the back wall where I finger a traditional motorcycle jacket, like one James Dean would wear, but you have to be someone to wear a jacket like this. What will my parents say? I mean, they don't have to see it. I pull the tag, $220. Pretty much what I expected, but I'd have it forever. I pull the coat off the hanger. It's so heavy, and put it on. It's too big, says the man. Well, I want to wear it in the winter, I say, with a sweater underneath. The man nods. Okay, then. That's the one. I hesitate. My heart pounds. I shrug off the jacket and move to a more acceptable model. Mid-thigh, straight cut, almost like the coat June gave me, except thicker, made to protect a motorcycle rider, not indicate taste and status for an office worker on the subway. Are you sure you want it big like that? The man asks. Here, try a size down. You'll still be able to wear a sweater under it. He holds out the smaller jacket, waits for me to take off the one I've got on. I stare at myself in the mirror, walk back to the James Dean model. This is it. But the one I'm wearing is less visible. Like people won't look at me as much when I'm wearing it. It's still an outlaw jacket, even if it doesn't look like an outlaw jacket. What's your return policy? I ask, not looking at the man. 2 weeks unworn, he says. Okay, I'll take the one I'm wearing.